And if you want the recording, I would have to charge you $199. So I can give you a
I
recording.
really don't have to do that. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, you could just tell me after.
Okay. Either way. There we go. Where's catching something right there? Oh, it's just as long as you already have in mind that it could be toilet paper and feces. After that, it's all downhill from there.
I'm pretty numb to it.
Yeah. And it comes with doing plumbing work.
Yeah.
What were the spots that you said you kind of felt like you hit the rough spots?
About like 30, and then for the most part, about like 60, 70.
Okay. So it's cast iron. How you could tell, it is 3-inch. And then the camera looks all rocky looking on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to transfer to 4-inch clay pipe,
Okay.
which would be a smooth red look, or red orange kind of thing. Typically in clay pipe, every 4 foot will be a joint. Sometimes every 2 foot, just at the time when they're putting the sewer in. But most of the time it's 4. Okay, it's right here. There we go. Still have a negative, which is good.
Meaning it's going downhill?
Yes, correct. I mean, this one has a slight misalignment, but it's not as big as the first one I was showing you. And between this joint and the next one is where Jose was about 30 foot. So you can see roots. That's all coming all the way around. You only have like maybe a third of the pipe not allowing roots to come through. And this is probably the corporate, or it is the corporate. You can see that the roots are coming in much more in this spot, and it's coming around this way. The water line, or your water a snake, most people understand it as if it's designed to completely clean the sewer, and it's not designed. It's only designed to get you open, because it's like it's a steel cable with a head on the end of it. It just bounces everywhere, and only grabs what it gets a hold of.
Okay.
To be able to get rid of the roots, the minimal that you'd be able to do would be like a 10-foot spot repair in the front yard, or the back, depending where it exits the home.
Okay.
And then you do a main line jetting, which is a high pressure water line, and actually cuts the roots off.
Okay.
It bypasses your time. It doesn't fix the rest of your sewer,
right?
But it bypasses time.
Okay. So when you snaked it, it probably broke that up a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Just like move stuff.
That's not good, actually.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised you even got through that. That is a lot of toilet paper that built up. So what happens?
Oh, it's toilet paper.
Yes, it's toilet paper, and it's the form of the clay pipe. what I was saying a second ago. The water level goes up to a certain point, and when the toilet paper hits it, just the first time you do it, of course, it's only like what, a couple watts or whatever it may be. And then say by midweek, you end up using about this much toilet paper, which will completely block up the area, and that's how it backs up.
So snaking through that shouldn't have broke that up a little bit?
It only, right now, it will follow the least resistant. It just bounces everywhere. And as soon as it hits a spot, if you can't get past it, then we hit it. And then as soon as it starts to feel smooth, because you don't have a camera on there, we don't know.
Right.
It just bounces everywhere.
Right.
And then as soon as it hits the least resistant, oh, okay, we got through it for you.
Can you see how far in is that spot?
This is exactly 30 foot.
Okay.
And this is the reason why he hit all those rough spots and didn't bring nothing back, is because right now it's still negative, which is good. It gives you more options, is what it does. If you had a positive, then the only way you could fix that is to dig up that area and then correct the grade. When you have a negative, then you have like a liner option, 10-foot spot option, pipe burst option, which all of it is cheaper than doing a traditional trench.
Okay.
Level, so that's okay. It's still allowing a tremendous amount of rust to come through. The next joint I see, if I can give you a reference, I will. This could possibly start seeing a positive, and it's starting to hold a lot of water, which is a belly in the line instead of it being level or like, well, grading downhill a little bit. It actually creates like the pipe, just does a bow. So what happens with that one, when that happens, you go to a pool and your kids, you or your husband, go down a slide, and as soon as you hit the water, you come to a stop, but the water shoots on past you. Well, with the belly, it's the same concept. It's going down the sewer, the toilet paper hits that spot, it stays, but then the water shoots past it.
So is it like building up? The toilet paper is like building up in that bow?
Yeah. And it was a negative the whole way, or level. So you would still be able to do a pipe burst. I can't recommend a liner because we wouldn't be able to perform the job correctly. Out of all the joints, even though it shows slight misalignment, this is the best joint that we've seen so far. They don't have any roots coming around it.
Okay.
I want to say, that's a joint there. 54.7. No, that's a joint. Okay. Just making sure it wasn't a crack. But it is allowing rust to come through. This joint, even though it has the slight misalignment, you can tell right on the other side there's a line going around. So also how the hub ends up breaking is there's so much roots around the pipe and it's strangling the pipe. Over time, enough pressure ends up breaking the hub. Well, then now it is actually cracking the inside of the pipe here. And then not too awful long from now, this right here will actually break off or misalign faster. And this would be the city main. Yeah, so you can see how it just ties into something else.